When Mark received the third fine from his homeowners association, HOA, for excessive grass length, he snapped. The first two warnings had been annoying, but this $200 penalty felt like outright harassment. His lawn wasn't even that bad, just a little shaggy after a busy week at work. But the HOA, led by the notoriously strict Mrs. Whitmore, had zero tolerance for anything less than a golf course-perfect yard. Fuming, Mark decided if they wanted a pristine lawn, they'd get one, just not in the way they expected. That weekend, Mark set his revenge plan into motion. Instead of mowing, he rented a sod cutter and tore up every inch of grass in his front yard. Neighbors gawked as he wheelbarrowed the chunks of turf to the curb, leaving behind nothing but bare dirt. Mrs. Whitmore stormed over, demanding an explanation. Mark smiled sweetly. The HOA rules say grass must be kept under 6 inches. Dirt doesn't grow, so no more fines, right? Her face turned purple, but she had no rebuttal. Technically, he was in compliance. But Mark wasn't done. The next day, he covered the entire yard in bright red mulch, spelling out HOA tyrants in white rocks. The neighborhood erupted. Some laughed, others gasped, and the HOA board scrambled to find a rule against offensive landscaping. By the time they threatened another fine, Mark had already moved to Phase 2, replacing the mulch with artificial turf, in neon green. The board's heads nearly exploded trying to argue against fake grass, which wasn't even mentioned in their bylaws. The final blow came when Mark installed a dozen garden gnomes in absurd poses, some mooning the HOA office, others holding tiny protest signs. The local news picked up the story, painting the HOA as petty dictators. Under public pressure, the board caved, repealing the strict lawn rules entirely. Mark replanted his grass, on his own terms, and became a neighborhood legend. Mrs. Whitmore avoided eye contact forever, and from then on, the HOA thought twice before fining anyone.